Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to May I Scraplift You, which is where we are scraplifting a different person each day for the month of May. I have combined it with Kit Conspiracy because I am using my leftovers from my Kit Conspiracy kit that I was doing with MK over on her channel. And this is the layout we are lifting today. It is by the lovely Crystal Barrett over at Pineapple Papers, and she is the creator of May I Scraplift You. This is her brainchild, and we are scraplifting her by popular demand. So a lot of people watched this series and wanted to see her scraplift herself and everyone else scraplift her, and so that's what we're doing today. So I am using up the kit from week 3 of Kit Conspiracy. This is the final piece of full sheet of paper that I have. It's the ledger, and I kind of intentionally saved that to the end because I knew I could use it outside of the rest of the kit and it would match just anything because it's such a neutral paper. But I am actually happy to get it used up, and it works well with all of these little postage stamp looking cut aparts that were on the back of one of the other sheets of paper. So I am just documenting. This is my son's girlfriend. Her name's Rebecca, and it was her 25th birthday. It was a weeknight. Everybody was working and coming in late, and we kind of threw together a dinner of all of her favorites, which happened to be fettuccine alfredo, shrimp scampi. Well, I don't know if it's actually scampi. It's shrimp with a butter sauce, and then we did butter, garlic, and then we had this chili lime seasoning from Trader Joe's, and we put that on there, and then Caesar salad. So, which she really enjoyed that meal. So it was kind of a little celebration of her. Nothing huge or anything like that, just because, weekdays are so hard when everybody is off to work. We all have different schedules. My son doesn't even sometimes get home till 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. And it's just busy, That's, I guess, what happens when everybody grows up. Stop growing up, people. So I did pop all of these postage stamp looking things up onto foam tape just to give some added dimension and just to make it a little more fun for the layout. I didn't want to leave them flat. I don't know. I like a lot of texture on my layouts, and I think it's kind of fun to have things raised up. It does take a little extra room in my albums, but I don't really mind it. To me, it's worth it. So, and it's not super thick. It's just fun foam from Walmart. So it's adhesive backed on one side, and then I'm going to use my liquid glue, which is Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, for gluing all of it down. And I have had a couple people ask me. I don't have trouble with it really clogging. Once in a blue moon, it will clog if it's if I've used a lot of it, there's not much left in the bottle, and I leave it out for a long period of time, or if I leave it standing up. I think my theory is that, see, it's a little bit clogged right here because there's hardly any left in this bottle, and it was left out for quite a while. But my theory is that if you have it open and it's on its side and it has quite a bit in it, the glue goes up into the nozzle and doesn't really dry out. It stays wet because there's a massive amount of glue in there. Well, massive being, it's full of glue. But when there's hardly any in the bottle and the glue does not kind of fill the tip or the nozzle, then it starts to dry out, and that's when it starts to kind of clog. That's my theory. I also lay it on its side rather than standing it up because it keeps the glue down in the neck of the bottle versus all of the glue falling down to the bottom of the bottle, which gives you less air right at the tip and less drying out. I don't know if that makes any sense or if I'm just making all that up, but that's my theory. And like I said, I don't normally have trouble with it clogging except when it gets really low, like if there's barely any left in the bottle. So that is my tip for you. Try it, see if it works in your area. It could also have to do with a little bit with where you're located, like your humidity levels and such. So I don't know what kind of difference that plays in it, but it could potentially play a role in whether or not it dries out quick for you. So I did fussy cut out that rainbow viewfinder, but I'm not going to end up using it. I end up using these 2 little sheets of paper that were cut up for one of the other layouts, and I ended up not using it. And then I pulled in this tag. This is from, it's a tag set. Oh my goodness. It's from Birthday Wishes, and it's a Pebbles collection. So it's from 2019. And I really only wanted the saying happy birthday. I didn't want the cake on there. It was too pinky. There is pink on this layout, but I didn't want the whole cake to be on there. So, and then I'm going to use the thickers that are off to the right hand side there. Those are called Creek, Crique. I don't know. That's what it says. I'll try to find them and see if they're still available and put a link down below. So I am going to use those, and then I went to my bin of multicolor items, and these are bins that I don't look at very often because normally I have a color in mind that I'm going for, and these all have multiple colors on them. I think I should probably look in them more often because obviously there are things that have like a primary color and maybe a secondary color, not primary being red, blue, and yellow, but you know, they are mainly one color, and then they have just a touch of a different color on them. I should really look through them more often because they are super usable, and I don't look at them very frequently. But because this layout has all these different colors on it, I thought I'm going to go to those bins and see what's in there. And so I found some things that worked really well. I found this little girl that has these balloons, and I thought that worked great because it has all the colors that are in the cut apart postage stamp thingies. And then I found these numbers, and so I thought I'd pull out the numbers 2 and 5 because it was her 25th birthday. And that present was in there, so I thought that was perfect because it's her birthday, and you know, you get presents on your birthday. So I thought it was kind of celebratory. And then this little chipboard piece that has a cake on it. And so I don't know why I just don't look in those more often, but I'm definitely going to try and make a mental note to do that because they're super useful. I did find that bow in there as well, and I really wanted to use the bow here in the upper right-hand corner of her photo, so that's where it's going to go, and then I'm going to find a different place to put the 25, but that's what I am looking for right now. I'm just kind of looking to find a different spot where I think they would work well, and they would work well on top of the postage stamps, but I kind of wanted them a little bit more prominent over by her picture, so I'm leaving them right up above the gift and the happy birthday sign. So I'm liking the way that that's looking, but I felt like it was a little too heavy on the right hand side because I had all of the embellishments over there, even though all of the postage stamps kind of like weigh it down, have the layout weighted more on the left hand side of the page. It just felt like the photo was weighted too much on the right hand side. So I moved that little girl with the balloons over a bit so that she can kind of carry some of the weight over in that area. And then I found these teal little puffy hearts on this sticker sheet, and I thought I'd pull those in. The little puffy sticker that is above happy birthday is also from this sticker sheet, and so I thought that worked really well there. And I'm just going to glue things down again with my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive and make sure that everything kind of stays. That bow kind of felt like it was, I don't want to say it's poorly made, but everything kind of like lifted up easily, so I definitely wanted to get a little bit of extra glue on there. And that is the finished layout. I did ink up all of those little postage stamp things with Black Soot Distress ink just to give a little bit more pop to them. And I hope that you enjoyed this layout. If you have questions or comments, you can leave those down below. Go and give Crystal a little bit of love over on her channel. And check out everyone else who is playing along today celebrating May I Scraplift You and Scraplifting Crystal. Thanks. Bye-bye.